What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Another Tackle Tip Tuesday episode coming your way. And today it's all about angles, boat positioning, casting angles, how your bait's running up against the bank or not, how it's coming in contact with cover. We're gonna be talking about angles today because I was out on the water this morning and angles played a key. I was throwing a buzzbait a lot and I was throwing a crankbait a lot and caught a whole bunch of fish in a few hours. But one thing that I noticed is that angles were the key. When I'm talking about angles, I'm talking about boat position, kayak position, float tube position, how you're setting yourself up along the bank. It doesn't really matter how you're fishing. All that matters is lining yourself up as best as possible. Today I'm going to show you some clips of me fishing where I'm fishing a buzzbait and fishing a crankbait, and the angles were something that I definitely noticed played a big part in my success today. And my boat was up against the bank, probably a few feet off the bank, and I was casting in a way that would parallel the bank as well, and my rod tip was towards the bank as well, so I was keeping that bait hugging right along the side of the bank. And what these fish were doing is they were coming up and they were pinning that bait right up against the rock or right against the bank, and that was making it an easy meal for them. They don't want to work hard, they don't want to have to chase that bait down, so if they can pin it up against something, that's what they're going to use. They're going to come up from wherever they're trying to strike that bait and they're just going to pin it up against something, and that's how they're going to eat it. And how I know they're doing that is because I saw the fish doing that to the actual bait that was in the area, the shad that was in the area. I ended up hooking one with my buzzbait. I actually got a blow up on my buzzbait, and I have a feeling there was just a ball of shad or a ball of bait in the area, because when I got the blow up on there, I ended up getting a little shad stuck on the hook, and it came all the way in. I didn't catch the fish, but I got that shad stuck on there, and they were just pinning it up against these rocks in these different areas. And when I changed over to the square bill crankbait, I was doing the same thing. I was trying to line myself up in certain ways. I was trying to run that square bill into the rocks. I was trying to keep it right next to those rocks, because you could just see the fish pushing the bait up onto the rocks, and that's how they were ambushing. They were pinning them up there, so it was a little bit easier for them to eat those bait fish. So the next time you go out on the water, make sure to pay attention to your different angles, and this can work for offshore as well. I've talked to a lot of different people, and how you set up on your offshore spots is super important as well. And if you're out 20-30 yards off the bank, you can, in your boat, you can do a big circle around it and figure out which angle is best. A lot of times it's trial and error. When you're fishing the bank though, it's a little bit easier because you can kind of parallel that bank a little bit, and you're gonna end up catching more fish. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's Tackle Tip Tuesday video, and if you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe. Hopefully you guys liked it, and make sure to give the video a thumbs up, and leave a comment, any questions. And I'd also like to get your guys' suggestions on different tips that I could do in this Tackle Tip Tuesday video series that I'm doing. Little 3 to 4 minutes, maybe even less, tackle tips that I can provide to you guys each and every Tuesday.